Some of the action is cool. The hand-to-hand is cool. The gunfights, not so much. And I'm going to spoil this movie because it's a lot going on. Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host, Khaleel Ward. On this episode, I'll be talking about Blind War. It's on Prime Video. It's a Chinese action martial arts movie. It's only in Mandarin. They speak English at times, but it sounds terrible. Anyway, I'm going to give characters names because I don't know any of their names. And I'm going to spoil things about the movie because it's the only way to get you to understand what's going on. So we have Bonnie and Clyde. They're in a courthouse. They are supposed to be breaking somebody out, and they set up like this bomb to go off, and the chandelier comes down, and they get these guns, and they start killing people, and they're having a good time. You have the SWAT officer, the main character. He's outside, and he's like, "Is that gunfire?" His partner's like, "Nah, it's just balloons going off," because for some reason there's a clown outside of a courthouse with a bunch of SWAT people around. That makes no sense. Anyway, the SWAT guy is like, "I'm gonna go inside." So as he takes his team inside, Bonnie and Clyde get a phone call from, I'm going to call him Creepy Guy. Creepy Guy's in the car. "Yo, rescue my dad. The getaway driver is going to be here soon. We got to go." Bonnie and Clyde is like, "All right, whatever." So they tell the boss that they're supposed to be breaking out, "Hey, we're getting married." And the boss is like, "Ah, great. Get me out of here." And they're like, And they throw grenades in his little cage. So they blow him up. And as that happens, the SWAT guy and his team, the wall blows up, so they get blown up, and they're like on alert. And so hostages are coming out, but also the bad people. And Clyde ends up bumping into the SWAT guy, and his gun falls out. And then they're like, "Oh, we're going to shoot our way out." So they just start shooting at the cops. Outside, the SWAT guy's like, "Yo, lock the doors, don't let nobody out." They're blending in. The officers get lit up outside. It's a whole assault on the SWAT team, which was really well done. Again, the shooting, not so much, but the plan was really good. And so they go to Creepy Guy, and they're like, "They killed your dad." And he's like, "What?" And then he's like, "Get out the car." The car blows up. So Creepy Guy's upset at Bonnie and Clyde, like, "Yo, they trying to kill me. All right, let's get out of here. We're going to retreat for now." Inside the courthouse, SWAT guys fighting a bunch of people. Him and his partner, they doing their thing. The partner gets caught. So he's like, "All right, take me instead." He has like a flashbang in his hand, and the flashbang goes off, and it blinds him, but it kills Clyde. So fast forward, he's in the hospital. They're like, "Yeah, you can't see. You lost it. You're permanently blind. Sorry about that." But they also blame him for everything that happened inside the courthouse. They like, "You left your post. You shouldn't have did that. If you didn't do that, all this." And while they're at like the burial for like officers that are being buried, and he's there blind, it's raining, and people are attacking him, saying, "This person died because of you. This person died because of you." And he takes the brunt of it. He takes the blame. He gets fired from his job. And then he's trying to, do everything that blind people do, learn his way around his apartment, doing braille. But he keeps replaying everything in his head. And he has like an episode. He goes outside and all the sounds are too loud, and he basically attacks somebody and gets taken in. And his daughter takes him home, and his partner comes and visits, like, "Yo, you got to do better for your daughter." And she starts playing the violin. And as she's playing the violin, it kind of calms him down. And then he gets turned into Daredevil, where he goes to like rehab. All of a sudden his senses are super heightened. He can hear everything, and he can see with his with his ears and all of that stuff. He starts doing that for a little bit, a little montage of him running around doing stuff, and it's like, okay, he's good. Anyway, he takes his daughter to this recital somewhere, and the daughter gets kidnapped, becomes taken, just like Taken, because she gets taken. He calls the police. The police find a little girl matching her description, but he touches her hands, and he's like, "It's not her." She plays the violin. It's not her hands. It's not her. And the cop is like, "Yeah, whatever. You don't know. You're blind." And somehow that ends up on the news. And in prison, Bonnie sees that, and she's like, "Okay, now I'm gonna break out of prison and find that guy or whatever." and get my revenge on creepy guy. So blind guy is upset that nobody is taking him seriously. So he's like, I need to go find my daughter. We got to find the lead. And the officers are like, we're going to take you back. Whatever. We don't care. You're blind. And one officer that he finds is this lady. And she's like, I believe you that that's not your daughter. Blah, blah, blah. And it turns out to be Bonnie. But again, he's blind. He doesn't know that. So now Bonnie is working with the blind guy. And she's like, I know how to help you. I know how to, get to the people that took your daughter. And basically, the creepy guy is taking kids and auctioning them off, just like in Taken. And he is very fond of blind guy's daughter. And he's like doing creepy stuff towards her. He's like, oh, if nobody wants to buy her, I'll keep her for myself type stuff. So now Bonnie and blind guy are working together. But blind guy doesn't know that's Bonnie. And she's taking him to all the spots like, hey, we're going to do this. I know how to get to where you need to go. Bonnie is trying to get closer to people in the gang so she can kill them. Blind guy just wants his daughter. So she's playing along. And he's like saving her and protecting her, not knowing that she can handle herself in a fight. So, because he thinks she's a cop. And she is like forcing him to kill people that he doesn't really want to kill. He's questioning them, and then she's doing stuff so that he looks like he's killing them. Like he'll hold up a piece of glass to somebody and questioning them, and he's trying to get answers, and then all of a sudden she'll push the person, and then he slits the person's throat. And he's like, wait, what? And she's like, well, we gotta go. People are coming, and you get more action scenes. Again, the fighting hand to hand, pretty cool. Anytime they have a shootout, it just looks weird. If it's an explosion, it looks weird. And, they go around killing people. And now the cop that was making fun of the blind guy, like, you don't know what you're doing. He's chasing him now. And he's played more as a joke because he's not a really good cop. And he's chasing the blind guy and the girl around, saying the blind guy's killing everybody. The blind guy's killing everybody. He's in trouble. And it's played as a joke. But, like, in terms of, like, the story of the movie, it's cool watching him adapt to the different scenarios as being blind and using that to his advantage when he's fighting. Bonnie is pretty capable herself, but again, she's very evil and sadistic. So she, at one point, she wants to kill the blind guy as well because the blind guy killed her husband, her Clyde. So they work together, but she secretly wants to kill him, but he keeps saving her life, and then they keep working together. It's very weird. It's an okay movie. It's nothing spectacular. If all of the action worked better, I think it would be a much better movie. But like I said in the beginning, it's a lot going on with all these different moving pieces, and not even to mention creepy guy's lawyer, who's very weird as well. But it's an okay watch. I wouldn't recommend it highly, but it kept popping up on my Prime Video, so I was like, I'll just check it out. But those are my thoughts on Blind War. If you watched it, let me know what you thought about it. Thank you.